While excavating in the Peruvian Amazon, paleontologists made a startling discovery: primate teeth, unlike any others found in the region. These teeth definitely belong to a different species, one whose closest relatives inhabited ancient Africa. This could mean only one thing: their ancestors rafted across the Atlantic Ocean. This doesn't mean ancient monkeys assembled construction teams, cut down trees, and built rafts to venture into the open ocean. It was an accidental migration. Even today, large chunks of land with trees and vegetation, some measuring tens of meters across, are plucked from river shores by storms and become floating islands. Scientists already knew that the ancestors of today's New World monkeys rafted across the ocean about 40 million years ago, but this discovery means there was more than one wave of such migration. Data pinpoints the timing for this second wave to approximately 34 million years ago. Thus, one group of ancient African monkeys, possibly including a genus like Orcaolopithecus perdita, inadvertently traveled to South America and thrived there for millions of years before being outcompeted by other monkey species that had arrived earlier. You might be asking, how did these monkeys survive such a harrowing journey? Several factors made this trip possible. Ancient currents were flowing westwards from Africa to South America, and the continents were much closer than they are today, as little as 900 miles apart. This means the trip could have taken as little as 2 weeks, or 6 weeks on average. They weren't the larger monkeys we see today. They were tiny, weighing only about 300 grams on average. These rafts could have been huge with trees and plants, possibly hundreds of meters across. There was probably enough food to sustain a small group of these tiny monkeys for a few weeks. But primates weren't the only ones to cross oceans in this way. Rodents made the same journey from Africa to South America, the most notable examples being the ancestors of the pacarana and the capybara. Some of these ancient rodents grew to be enormous. For example, Joseph manesi, an extinct giant rodent from South America, would weigh up to 1,000 kilograms, the size of a bull. Many lizards are also in the seafaring club. They survive long rafting journeys better than other species since they are usually small and can enter a state of hibernation. Examples include Fijian iguanas, whose ancestors rafted an astonishing 5,000 miles from North America to Fiji about 34 million years ago. Marine iguanas, which live in the Galapagos Islands, having arrived from South America millions of years ago. Worm lizards, whose ancestors traveled from Africa to South America about 40 million years ago. Perhaps the most fascinating example happened very recently. In 1995, after a hurricane in Guadeloupe, at least 15 green iguanas were observed arriving on the island of Anguilla, clinging to uprooted trees that had floated across the Caribbean. A journey of roughly 200 miles completed in just a few weeks.